Just Erika Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. I am back with another update on our overall look across the nation. Okay, I've got some Veterans Day forecasts coming up on the next hit, but right now we're going to go for about 10 to 12, maybe 15 minutes, and we're going to talk about what's happening across the nation. And we're also going to talk about the local wildfire here in Southern California. So there's a lot to go over here. I think you can just tell right now by the graphic I have up right here. It's a good one. It's just an overall perspective of what's happening right now. And you all know I love showing you this because this is a really fun kind of gamer situation. All of this functions in real time. And because I've done my handy algorithms, we've got a really great way of coming up with your most accurate forecast. So I absolutely love it. And I just want to want to wish everybody a wonderful Sunday night. And certainly want to thank all of our veterans for everything they do. And I'm sitting here being able to build my dream here of my weather company because of our veterans who have served. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Happy Veterans Day. And you guys are the true heroes. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's talk about Veterans Day forecast. What's happening around here? Well, a couple of great things, including Veterans Day, we needed that. We needed all of that good energy and love for our country to bring us some really good weather thanks to that area of high pressure out to sea. Do you see that cold front also moving by into parts of the Appalachians, into the Adirondacks, and across the Berkshires, into the Northeast? We're seeing rain, and that's exactly what we needed. We needed some rain to make it there. Hi, guys. We needed some rain to make it across the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, to help with those fire weather concerns that we've had, right? We've had some really major fire weather concerns, some red flag warnings that have been quite persistent, lots of fires. And unfortunately, one firefighter that my father-in-law knew, I believe, in New England, in Connecticut. So lots of fires over the past couple of days. There's still a few fires burning in New Jersey. And I am just so happy right now that you guys are getting rain. This is exactly what we needed. This is great news, especially for Veterans Day, right? We love to make sure that the veterans, because they've done so much for us, I mean, they brought us some good luck, right? They brought us some rain to help alleviate the fire weather conditions. Okay. So that's really been the big story. We have some big fires happening. One on the West Coast that's just burning. I think right now 31%. Let's see. Let me just make sure I get this right. It is 31% contained, over 20,000 acres burned, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Right now, let's focus on the fires happening across the tri-state area. We are seeing a break right now and much better conditions. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to do a couple of things. I'm going to remove our radar and I'm going to remove our satellite because I want to be able to look at a couple of items, including the smoke. You guys know I love doing that for you, going back and forth here. Let me know if you guys are having trouble hearing me. Let me know. I got somebody told me last time they couldn't hear me, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. As long as you can hear me, we are good to go. Let's focus on our surface smoke quickly here. Here's our near surface smoke profile. Do you see how this is a lot better? Okay, this is a lot better, but I'm also going to add another profile. I'm going to go vertical smoke as well. So hang on 1 second. I'm also going to show vertical smoke because we have to remember that this smoke is carried, into the upper levels of the atmosphere. So just because you're like, oh, surface smoke isn't doing much, vertical smoke might be. Okay. And let's add that. Do you see we've overlaid that? And now do you see how the smoke it's kind of a little bit wider in scope, but that's okay. We're going to look at that. And then let's pick up one more here and let's see if we can show our fire weather right now. Okay. Let's highlight that as well. So we've removed the radar, we've removed our satellite, and now we're showing you three different contours, including fire weather, our surface smoke, and our integrated smoke, vertically integrated smoke. All right, let's take a look at some of these updates right here that we're seeing issued. Air quality alert, no surprise there, right? We know that that's to be expected, especially because of the fact that we've got all of that smoke that's been impacting the area. New England has been impacted, parts of the city. I mean, I've gotten people telling me in New York City that they were being impacted by the smoke from those fires in New Jersey. So we see here that we have a very strong southerly, southwesterly push there. So, no surprise that any fires that are happening in New Jersey are certainly being felt by those of you farther north. Okay. So, that's just something we're going to keep an eye out on. And we're going to keep you guys in the know when it comes to the current air quality in your region. Alrighty. So, now this air quality alert is in effect, well, let's see here, until midnight tonight. I do think this might be extended, but the rain may help a little bit here. We're excited about that. New York State Department of Environmental Conservation at Albany has issued an air quality health advisory for fine particulates until midnight. So I believe I've spoken to you guys before. I'm going to actually add another product in here that a lot of people may not share with you, but I do want to show you this, okay? Black carbon extinction. Let's see here. If we add that on here, what does that give us? Let's remove our air quality. Let's do a couple of things. You guys, I love showing you all of these products, okay? Let's see if we can get an idea of our black carbon. Sometimes that does show us some of the particulate matter because we do want to see that. So remember, keep in mind that the issue we're having right now, of course, is that we do have this air quality to contend with because of those fires. So we're getting a southerly, southwesterly push due to that area of high pressure just offshore. No surprise there. But because of that, we're going to have to keep an eye out for air quality. I do love that I'm not seeing any red flag warnings, no fire weather watches or alerts of any type in effect right now in New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. I'm so happy. Okay. Great news there, but we still have to deal with air quality. All right. It looks like we have a statement here. This could be wind, but this is a special weather statement. Gusty winds. As I mentioned, it was a gusty wind situation. Sometimes when you look at these special weather statements, you inherently know what they might be, but you have to be aware of what the National Weather Service is giving, right? The information. So we are seeing Newcastle, Grove City, Elwood City, Homemaker, Lindora, let's see, Slippery Rock, Meadowwood, New Wilmington, Oak Hills, Oakwood, Newcastle, New Beaver, Pulaski, Nixon, Elport, Prospect, New Bedford, and Harrisville being impacted in Pennsylvania. The weather situation closely is being monitored due to gusty winds, okay? Could knock down a tree limbs and also power wires as well, okay? So, and also it says to just make sure that you secure unsecured objects, okay? So just things of that kind of, concern. So apart from that, things are looking hopeful across the Northeast, right? Across the tri-state area. I am happy that we are seeing a break in the dryness and the aridity, and now we are seeing that we have the wind profile that's helping everything here as far as the rain and everything that's happening. I'm so excited. Let's add that radar back up and show you. Let's look at this. Look at the radar. Woohoo! We needed that rain. And that's exactly what we got. Are you guys as excited as I am? I'm so pumped for the rain. That's going to help so much with all of the wildfire concerns and the fires burning across portions of the Northeast and the tri-state area. Great news there. Now, do you know what this system is? Do you know where this rain is coming from? I'll give you guys a little bit of a guess. If you have any idea of where this rain is coming from, hint, hint, it was over the Rockies a few days ago. Type that in, okay? I'd love for you guys to participate and just give me some guesses here, all right? So this, my friends, is what was all the way over here, okay? And you're going to see the snowfall totals in just one moment. And you're going to be so impressed and so blown away. We have so much snow that we've recorded. You guys are just going to be absolutely impressed. Okay. So that storm system that was sitting over the Rockies lifted, it went up through the central plains, right, into the upper peninsula, continued to move through uh let's add our satellite through Canada. And as it did, it just migrated all of that rain right over the East Coast. And we are more than happy. That cold front, as you can see, is sitting right across the Appalachians through the Tennessee Valley. It's just kind of like lingering a little bit, and it's got that prefrontal precip there that we're liking. It's tapping into some moisture. Could we see one or two strong storms triggered? Absolutely. We will absolutely keep you posted on that. Sorry, my shoulder pads are, I feel like this, I'm giving you Dynasty tonight. Just like, for the Gen Xers out there, this is a Dynasty look. This is like Alexis Carrington. And I clearly can't handle these shoulder pads. Okay. So, yes, this is because of that storm system that we had over the Rockies. It dumped so much snow over the Rockies. Wait till you see those snow totals. It continued to move up into Canada. You can actually see the rotation right over Canada, right? Do you see that? And there you go, that cold front associated with that storm system. And that is giving us a good amount of rain that we need. Let's look at our rainfall rates. I don't think they're going to be terribly impressive, but I'm going to be happy nonetheless, right? 4/100 of an inch of rain per hour. Not the best, but not the worst. Definitely could be worse. 15/100 of an inch. I like these. 2/100 of an inch. Not bad at all. Hey, at least we're getting some kind of rain. Let's take a look. Let's hover right over New York, okay? Let's see what we got there. We're going to populate. Okay, small craft advisory. We know there's a small craft advisory, but we're looking for rainfall rate, okay? This should be one. Oh, no. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. See if I can get you guys. 2/100 of an inch. That's not bad at all, right, guys? I mean, it could definitely be worse. That's okay. We're good with that. So let's go ahead and take these off and go back to that frontal boundary. I think you guys see the front, right? Do you see the rotation over Canada? Then do you see the cold front that's sweeping through, just cutting across the Tennessee Valley? And it's just starting to be introduced into the Appalachians. It's moving towards the Adirondacks. And then it's just going to continue northeastward until eventually it's offshore. But that is the weather maker right now. And we got to be really grateful because this is the reason we're getting rain for the East Coast. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pumped about that because anytime I see wildfires, anytime I see the concern for fire weather, I'm always looking for something that's going to alleviate the situation. And that's exactly what's happening. So, woohoo, once again, Mother Nature comes through. Let's see what's happening over here. It's pretty good here. All right. We've got some dense fog forming. All righty. It looks like more dense fog here. Yep, more dense fog advisory. We have special weather statements. We have marine statements as well issued. And then let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Let's see what we have going on with Raphael. We know Raphael has been impacting parts of the Gulf state by way of, look at this coastal flood advisory that's been issued. Let's go ahead and highlight that and give you all some information. So, coastal flood advisory in effect until 9 a.m. local time Monday. We have St. James, St. John the Baptist, St. Charles, Western Orleans, Southwestern St. Tammany, Lower Tangiafoa, Southern Livingston, Eastern Ascension, and Upper Jefferson parishes until 9 a.m. CST, flooding of lots, parks, and roads with only isolated road closures expected. Okay, so this is one of those situations where it's not a horrible situation. We're not seeing a warning. We're not seeing flash flooding, but we're definitely seeing flood alerts, flood concerns issued. As, here you go, let's clear that up here. There's Raphael. He's just sitting in the Gulf, right? He's going to just meander through the Gulf and eventually peter out, which is great. We love that. But it is bringing lots of moisture. And this is going to be important to note here because we're setting up what's going to happen over the next couple of days. I saw one meteorologist say the weather was boring over the next couple of days. I'm like, how? What's boring about this? Look at what's happening up here. We've got that low. We've got that cold front. We've got Raphael bringing us some rain from Mississippi as well. Parts of Alabama, parts of Florida. I mean, this is good stuff here. And we also have a statement up here. This is a good one. Montana. Let's get this going. I don't understand. You trust me, there's weather to find somewhere on the planet. We haven't even gotten into the Western Pacific, the Northern Pacific, Northwestern Pacific. Wait till we get there. We've gotten nowhere near Europe. So there's just a lot to go over. This is definitely a statement that's just not pop. There we go. High wind watch issued. In effect Tuesday afternoon. So we're expecting westerly winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, gusting up to 60. Okay, this is easy. This is an easy reason to talk about here, okay? We also have air stagnation. We talked about the air stagnation concerns yesterday. We also have some winter weather alerts issued, and we're pumped about that, guys. Let's zoom in just a little bit closer to see why these are just populating. A little bit of a delay here. No worries. It's Sunday night. Yeah, it's nothing to rush. No rushing around here. It's Sunday night. And by the way, most of you, we're celebrating Veterans Day, so you might have the day off. So just hang out with me. Don't stress out. We're going to go through all these together. I'm loving this right here. Let's zoom in a little bit closer and let's see what's happening over here. Woohoo! We are seeing our winter weather advisory in effect from Monday 10 a.m. until midnight. Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about, the Sierra Nevadas. For those of you who don't know, that's where I cut my teeth on weather. I was the meteorologist in Salt Lake City way back in the day, a long time ago. And that's where I really got a lot of experience under my belt. It is so fun covering the Sierra Nevadas. I can tell you, it is just absolutely, there's nothing ever boring about the region. There'll be times when you're like, seriously, I don't need to park my car on the facing side of the street, because there is a difference between the north face and the south facing side of the street, right? As far as the Sierra Nevadas go. So just FYI, if you're planning on a trip up there, you better know where you got to park. But I'm liking this. Now we're talking about an inside slider that's going to dive on down by tomorrow. We're also talking about an increase in wind speeds. This looks like a wind advisory issued. So this is going to include, let's see, in effect from 9 p.m. Monday till Tuesday, northeasterly winds that could gust up to 50, 60 miles per hour, Interstate 5 corridor, northern Ventura County Mountains, Santa Barbara County, interior mountains, Santa Barbara County, southeastern coast, San Ynez Mountains, eastern range, southern Ventura County Mountains, and western Antelope Valley foothills. Alrighty, let's discuss this in a minute, okay? This is going to be intriguing because I've got to tell you, I'm excited that we have some rain moving in, and it's going to flirt with Ventura County. So that's good news there. We're going to go through that. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about this wind, okay? So I'm going to give you a setup as to what's happening here, but let's go ahead to our next graphic. And this is going to be our national hour by hour forecast. Woohoo! What are we seeing? We're seeing another storm system. Look at that. All right. So I see what's happening here. Okay, guys, can you work with me here? Can you guys see what I'm seeing? All right. Cold front is pushing offshore. Storm system is moving up through Canada, the one that was sitting over the Rockies. Now we're seeing this storm system that's diving on down, moving through the Pacific Northwest, but we do have ample moisture as that cold front squeezes in as well. And there is that trough that looks like that could be one of the factors here for your wind Monday into Tuesday, but it's also just the frontal boundary. Okay, that's just to be expected, but that's okay because we're going to have enough moisture. So for the mountain fire, 31% contained, 20,630 acres burned. We're going to be looking forward to that precip that's moving in. So great news there. So psyched. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. All right, we're approaching 20 minutes, so I'm about to sign off. I'm going to post this, share this with all of you, and then we're going to get to the next product. But right now, I am liking the way this is set up here. We have this storm system. Actually, let me go back to Wednesday. Let me go back to Tuesday. Tuesday, we may see one or two strong storms right around here. Do you see this? Right here. There's your dry line. I happened to look at that earlier. There's your dry line. Okay, that's fair enough. So we have a couple of big stories to talk about in just a bit. We have a dry line feature that I think is going to be a problem come second half of Tuesday, but you can see why, right? You get that southeasterly influence and that west southwesterly flow. So what's a dry line? It's where that dry, warm air meets up with that moist, warm air, and then the air converges. And as it does, it goes up, right? And so that just will likely trigger some instability. It will destabilize the atmosphere. And we could see one or two storms pop up right around Kansas, the border of Kansas, Oklahoma, okay? That's going to look like it's a Tuesday, second half of the day thing. But before we get there, we got to focus on this storm system. Look at that. Look at all the snow moving into across the Great Plains, Intermountain West, the Great Basin. Ooh, yummy, yummy. Into the Rockies. Whoa, we got some good stuff coming there. So a lot of cold air. I don't think these snowfall totals are going to be as impressive as the last snowfall totals, which we will go over. Actually, let me go ahead and just tease you guys now. Oh, these are good ones. Wait till I show you. Oh my gosh, who is ready to see snowfall totals? Go for it. Are you ready to see snowfall totals? I know I am. All right, let's take a look here. Woo-hoo. Let's go at 36, maybe 48 hours out, okay? Let's go 48 hours out so we can see these snowfall totals. Ah, are you kidding me? Wow. We're just going to keep on this. We're going to just keep snow on, okay? Let's get rid of the floods. Let's get rid of the wind. Let's get rid of... These are all the reports that have come in from the last 48 hours, okay? I'm just going to keep the snow on there. Let's get some really awesome snowfall totals, okay? You guys are going to love this. Wait till you see this. Ah. Okay. Let's get rid of our marine snow total right there. Okay, now we're just going to focus on our snowfall totals for the past 48 hours. Wait until you see some of these totals, guys. This is absolutely beyond impressive right now, okay? All right, let me see. They're just like all piled up on each other, right? These are all individual reports. Look at this. Let's see here. Let's get some of these. Oh my gosh. 27 inches. Oh my gosh. In Manitou Springs, El Paso, Colorado. This is great. Oh my gosh. El Paso, Colorado as well. El Paso County, 18 inches. This is a weather observer. We're going to head a little farther south, and we have 37.1 inches of snow. Las Animas, Colorado. That's the county. We have 5 inches of snow in Baca, Colorado. I know we had some, you know what, let me go back 72 hours because I know we had some good ones in New Mexico as well. Yeah, let me go back like 70. Let me see if I can do that. It might not let me. Sometimes like I have so many pieces of data on this, it might not let me. It's okay if it doesn't. We'll come back and we'll show you. But yeah, there's definitely some really great snow total reports. And I am super pumped about it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll show you the next time we're back, guys. But I'm so excited to take a look at these snowfall totals over the past several hours. So yeah, coming up in just a bit, we're going to go over some more snowfall totals, and we're also going to talk about all of the storm reports that we have. We're also going to go over what's happening in the Western Pacific, Central Pacific, Northwestern Pacific. We'll go into parts of Europe because we are seeing some active weather looming as well. And yeah, that's just about it. I'm meteorologist Erika Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community, and I'm so excited.